I would bet 100% that we would definitely see her somehow.
This is the Villainz Lair podcast. Welcome to the lair.
And welcome everyone inside the Villainz Lair on a Wednesday, a new comic book release Wednesday. So head down to your local comic book shops and pick up what you need this week. A lot of cool titles. But Alvin and Ryan here with you today. And I want to ask Alvin, how are you doing, man?
What's up, G? Chilling like a villain, man. Supergirl is coming out tonight for some screenings out there. I'm not gonna check it out tonight, but tomorrow night I will. And
Yeah, you and I together.
yeah, that's right. And seeing what weird popcorn buckets they have this time, especially the skin one with the Supergirl logo on it, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Actually, that one's more of a cup, a drinking cup. So
Yeah. I'm curious to see who has the who's on, watching maybe their waistline with the Lobo popcorn bucket that fits maybe 4 or 5 kernels in it. And they're just, I just wanted a little sample of popcorn today, nothing major.
I know between the movie theaters and amusement parks, popcorn buckets are popular in people's shelves now. We should probably make like an IKEA type popcorn bucket kind of
Yeah,
display case.
that would be awesome. You know, I've got a couple behind me. If you see, I've got the Mandalorian and the
Nice.
Mortal Kombat bucket. So I'm looking forward to. I would love to have Galactus from last year up there. I'm still working on that one. But dude, I went to the movies last night. I saw the new Robin Hood movie starring Hugh Jackman,
Oh,
and it is so different than anything Robin Hood you've ever seen before. I mean, it is A24 to the core. It is depressing.
I was gonna say,
Eh,
is it depressing and very emotional, Robin Hood?
so depressing, so emotional, and um, it really flips the Robin Hood story on its head.
Yeah, A24 Robin Hood, man. It kind of reminds me of that time where there was rumors about Spider-Man being directed by Wes Anderson. So you're gonna have this weird, weird kind of like shot and very like weird personalities, those kind of Royal Tenenbaums, Life of the Aquatic type personality with Peter Parker. So that's
Hmm.
what I imagine A24 Robin Hood to be. Not definitely not like Prince of Tights style Robin Hood.
Definitely not. No Carrie Elways showing up in this one. It's pretty brutal. It's really violent, ultra violent.
Wow.
It's almost like Robin Hood was in the world of the raid for a bit there, and it had a cast that I didn't expect to see. Maybe forgetting from the trailer, but there were some really good actors in it. But
Hugh Jackman was
yeah,
Robin Hood, right?
Hugh Jackman is Robin Hood, although he's
Uh,
trying to keep his identity a secret.
so how do you compare Hugh Jackman's Robin Hood to Kevin Costner's Robin
Kevin
Hood?
Costner. Well, Kevin Costner, you could root for. I mean, I guess you kind of root for Hugh Jackman in this, but he's a pretty despicable character.
Oh, okay, all right. Damn,
Yeah.
from Wolverine, Van Helsing to Robin Hood, Hugh
There's
Jackman.
definitely some Logan in it for sure, with X-23 in it and a little girl in this one. There's definitely some similarities and some things that will kind of like take you back and forth to both those movies for sure.
Damn, I'm only imagining him really killing some rich people and really giving to the poor this time.
Well, I'm not going to give any spoilers. Still in theaters, but check it out. I don't give it the full endorsement. I would say it's okay. It's good. But it's not great. I was hoping for a better movie.
But since I have the AMC thing, you recommend it to me, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
All right. Want to remind everyone, our podcast is not only on YouTube. If you're watching us on YouTube right now and you need the audio version, head on over to Apple, head on over to Spotify, to Amazon, wherever you typically get your audio podcasts, and you can download the show now. And you can listen to us on the go at the gym, at work, in your car, wherever it is you love to listen to your audio podcast. The Villainz Lair now is all over those sites, and you can download and listen away. Never miss an episode.
Yeah, not unless your commute's 5 minutes. By that point, you're probably walking to work anyway. So, yeah, give us a listen. Give us a
Yeah,
like, subscribe.
if you're only 5 minutes away, maybe, doom scroll through a couple of reels or shorts of ours
Yeah,
on Instagram and YouTube, and pass the time and get your news that way.
yeah. Look for the Homelander one if you're doom scrolling on Instagram. That's a good one.
Also, want to remind everyone you can still enter to win a free copy of Wolverine on the PlayStation 5. Insomniac's new game looks amazing. So, all you got to do is be a subscriber on YouTube for the Villainz Lair, then head over to Instagram, follow the Villainz Lair on Instagram, find our pinned Wolverine sweepstakes post. You got to like that post and you got to send it to 3 of your homies, and you are locked in to win a free copy.
A physical copy, not that GTA 6 nonsense where you get a box and a digital code inside and you're literally paying for the box. No, you're getting a physical disc copy.
That's right. That's right. Because we do things the right way. Physical media is the way.
Yeah.
If no one, if you're not out there and you're not supporting physical media, think about going back and finding it on Amazon and wherever you can get it to order the physical copies.
Yeah.
It's really truly the way to go. I mean, if your Wi-Fi's down, you lose your game if you don't have
That's true.
it's stored properly. So
Yeah, sure. We aged ourselves a little bit, but we, but physical media is the way to go.
yep, I agree. All right, let's talk about the big news we got this morning, because Getty Images is typically all over things like this, and we have now confirmation that Elodie Young is back. Elektra is back and will be in Daredevil Born Again season 3. You know what? Just don't take my word for it. We've got images. Check out these photos of her on set in costume. She's got the 2 deadly sighs with her again, and a new costume, maybe a little more comic accurate than what she wore in the Netflix series.
Yeah, yeah. Good thing she got those size back because she probably lost. She always it's like a pair of socks. You'll always lose one of them and try to find the other one in the washing or the dryer or something. But Electra, man, what the last time we saw her, she was resurrected by a magic ninja death cult, and I don't know. After like New York skyscraper rigged with explosives that collapsed directly into her head, Matt Murdock somehow washed out the rubble, and her body was never discovered. So where the hell did she go?
That's a great question. I wonder how much of that Defenders storyline they'll keep as canon, or explain or reference. It'll be interesting to see if, like, Matt's like, Electro, did we dropped a building on your head? Like, will there be any reference to that, or is she just kind of coming in and she's mysterious again and just kind of returns to Hell's
Yeah,
Kitchen?
because if she was an athlete, yeah, I totally get being concussed after rubble falling on her that she'd be out for like months after that. And also, is she gonna appear in the next Spider-Man film? Is she gonna be somehow involved in that one? Because me as a betting man, I would bet 100% that we would definitely see her somehow in there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, her history with the Hand. We know that the Hand plays a big part in Spider-Man New Day, um, Brand New Day, excuse me. And you know, looking at these 2 images, we've seen her lead the Hand in Marvel Comics, and they've sort of recreated this image in the bottom at the bottom. If you're watching this on YouTube, you obviously see. If not, if you're listening on Spotify or on an audio podcast, just showing 2 images that one is from Marvel Comics, showing this like large group of ninjas led by Elektra moving forward, which we've seen a bunch of times. One of the famous ones is on the cover of New Avengers, with Elektra and the Hand attacking Ronin. But we also see this image of Spider-Man going at the hand. This is the image where people are thinking maybe Daredevil's been cropped out or photoshopped out, and it's led by this mysterious female character of the hand. And so, I wouldn't put it past Marvel to have, you know, photoshopped her out or give us a little bit of a misdirect by posting this mysterious female character that could actually be Elektra. I think that this could absolutely be the connective tissue we're looking for, and this could absolutely be this mysterious villain that Tom Holland was talking about recently and didn't expect these Getty images to come out. It's like, hey, yeah, it's a big secret. We're all good. And then the next day, we drop this image of Elektra on set with Daredevil, but I think maybe where there's smoke, there's fire, and she's actually in Brand New Day as well.
And the big reveal after taking off the hood, dun, dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun.
Elektra. But that little comic book page you got over there, it's just reminded me that Elektra's gimmick is always dying painful, humiliating death, and then getting dragged back from the grave just to suffer all over again. It's always tragic. Endless cycle of hope and misery, that Elektra, man. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Or as I like to call it, being a Mets fan.
Oh man, I mean, you guys had you guys made it to the NL you know championship series a couple years ago. Sorry that didn't go as the way you wanted, but
And so did Elektra. She made it far too in the big bad until rubble falls on our heads.
I know that Defender series, man. It just didn't quite land. It was so close, and I still don't have any clue why they got Sigourney Weaver to be the villain of that series, and really
Oh
kind
yeah.
of waste having her
That
in there. That
that was
that
very
character was so
forgettable.
pointless. Yeah,
That
very
was
forgettable.
very forgettable. That was I wasn't even whelmed with that one.
Not under, not over, just not even whelmed.
Not even one. But going back to Elektra being on Spider-Man, um how about Jennifer Gardner? You think they can possibly meet up again? Because after her returning 19 years to team up with Deadpool and Wolverine at the Void, we could get her back again if and those two meet different. Like, I know no one's asking for different Electras and different timelines, but I would like to see it. I think that would be kind of cool.
I think Secret Wars is where we're going to get Jennifer Garner's Elektra again. I think Secret Wars is going to be, hey, how many versions of everyone can we show? I think we get like, three Reed Richards. I think we get, I think they really, really want to get multiple Daredevils in that. I think that was, they actually asked Ben Affleck to come back for Deadpool and Wolverine, and he turned that one down. So I think they're gonna up the ante a little bit for Secret Wars, and I think it's just gonna be every version of everyone or as many agree to it. Um, so I would expect to see her then. I don't. Maybe we get Elodie Young in Secret Wars. I think that would be awesome. Uh,
Yeah. Wow, I did
but
not know they asked Ben Affleck to be Daredevil and Wolverine and Deadpool. That would have been
yeah,
hilarious if he was in it.
I know that's what. But him not being in it made that joke with Elektra about Daredevil getting killed, and she just was kind of like, whatever. It
Yeah,
made that joke funnier.
there was a meeting. There was definitely a pitching session going on, saying what's our backup joke in case Ben Affleck doesn't say yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think could Elektra be connected to uh Spider-Man Brand New Day? Absolutely, 100% she could. Now the question, will she be connected to Spider-Man Brand New Day? And that's a lot more of a definitive answer. And I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say that Destin Daniel Cretton, I'm going to trust the process here, and I'm going to say yes, absolutely. Elektra will be in Spider-Man Brand New Day.
And your educated guess is correct. Your hypothesis is going to be on the money. And yeah, I'm agreeing with you 100%. I really think so too.
Awesome. Awesome. So, yesterday, we talked about Batman Nightfall because we had some images, but we may have an update here.
Yeah, that's right. Batman Nightfall, the highly anticipated animated trailer dropped yesterday, and let's check it out.
Gotham City needs Batman.
Batman, you haven't slept since Arkham exploded 2 days ago. Maybe we should ask John Paul for help. His training is coming along.
We're all that stands between those inmates and the fall of Gotham.
They say you are the greatest detective. And yet you did not see this coming. I intend to break you.
Then give it your best shot.
Let chaos reign in Gotham.
We have to help Batman.
Suit up.
Well, that's a gritty new look for the Dark Knight.
Something else is going on out there.
Come get some! The guilty must pay.
Bro, that was sick. I was looking forward to that for a while because I thought we were gonna get it early enough yesterday for yesterday's show, but it came out a little later. We got the still pictures, and that looked cool. That looked like a different type of animation. What I was saying yesterday, it was kind of inspired from the original comic book cover. And
Hmm.
one of the thing I really loved about the trailer was a really accurate comic book version of Tim Drake. So,
Yeah,
and we
that
had
was cool.
Aquaman in there too, as well as other villains. They showed Mr. Freeze. Uh, man, I can't be more excited about any animation in a while. I mean, aside from X-Men 97, of course, but like this one, dude, uh, can't wait for this.
Yeah, yesterday was kind of talked about and as a multi part animated event. We knew the comic series was 3 issues, so we got confirmation that it is a 3 movie, so it is a trilogy event to follow along that same sort of storyline or storytelling. And we also got, which we didn't know yesterday, with some official confirmation on some of these voice actors. We now know that Anson Mount is voicing Batman. If you don't know the name, just remember he was Black Bolt in the Inhumans and in the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness movie. He's also played Batman previously. He voiced Batman in the Injustice film, not the game, but in the film. Michael Mando, speaking of Spider-Man Brand New Day, he plays Scorpion in that. He is voicing Bane in this. And then Pablo Schreiber, who you may know from several movies, but maybe as Master Chief in the Paramount Plus series, he's going to voice Azrael. So we've got some official announcements as far as who's voicing some of these characters. No word yet, as far officially anyway, as far as like who's voicing the Joker. But it did kind of remind me in the one quick line that he has of Kevin Pollak, who voiced the Joker in the Injustice game. So they could be maybe dipping back into that Injustice well a second time. But it looks cool. It looks awesome. A 3-part series of films. Sounds amazing, and we're going to get this later this summer. There's a lot of Batman content coming out, but I think I'm most excited for this. I love the R-rated aspect, and I think maybe they gave us some inklings on why it's or how it's going to be R-rated when there's that scene of Batman. He's like pummeling that dude, and blood is just flying up in the air. I think that probably had a lot to do with that rating.
Yeah, it's gonna be really violent. Spoiler alert: Bane breaks Batman's back, so that's gonna be really violent. Uh, of course, we've talked about this plenty of times where Bane lets a lot of villains and criminals loose in Arkham Asylum. So Batman's gonna need help. Even Tim Drake said it. Maybe the Aquaman in that trailer. and that's obviously he's gonna need help because it took him a while to get his foes on Arkham Asylum. But man, Michael Mando, man, killing it, dude. I first uh I first saw him in Better Call Saul,
Mm-hmm.
if for those who watch Better Call Saul, he started off obviously as like one of the cartels. Like I think he was one of the cartels in there. He was the cousin of, I'm forgetting his name, but one of the cousins in Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's on like the tip of my tongue right now. Remembering these heroes and villains names, sometimes you forget like characters in other fandoms. So
Right.
but anyway, and then he became like, he started being good after a while, but he had like a good arc and acting chops in Better Call Saul that now he's in Scorpion. Apparently people are, all the castings was really impressed by his acting, and now he's all over the place. And long and behold, now he's in our geek universe. So that's really cool.
Yeah, his Scorpion is long overdue. I mean, we got him in Homecoming. You see him for the first time, and then there's the after credits stinger with him and Michael Keaton's Vulture, and he kind of, he's got the like messed up face now,
Yeah.
and is talking about coming for Peter or Spider-Man, and so we've just had to wait a while. I mean, we're now at the fourth movie, and finally getting this version. He's such a, he's a talented actor, and a really good villain. So I think he's gonna nail Bane's voice. The stuff we've heard, I'm here to break you. It's cool. Like it's gonna be good, and I'm just dreading whoever had the task of. This is the sound effects we want to use as Batman's spine snaps. Like what ADR is involved with that. So it's gonna be cool. It looks really, really awesome. If you know the story's awesome. We've seen the Riddler and Two-Face and so many of the characters in his rogues gallery, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. By the way, Tuco was the name I was looking for
Tuco,
in
there we
Breaking
go.
Bad.
Yep.
Yeah. But Tuco should be in Arkham Asylum because he's a crazy mofo. If he didn't die then, he should have been there. But
Yep.
yeah, man, Nightfall, dude. I'm just thinking, like, with all these multi-part DC animated series, we've talked about it, and they've just been really good. From like, obviously Injustice had one, and you got Death in the Family, Red Hood, and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Even some of the Superman ones with Doomsday. Man, I love the multi-part series. The one thing I don't love about them is they don't come out all at once, so we have to wait for the next installment.
Yeah. I'm not a I know we've been talking about the voice actors, how we love them. I'm not a super huge fan of Anson Mount's version of Batman. And like from what we've heard in this trailer, and then what I remember from Injustice, I mean, you're always going to have huge shoes to fill with Batman and Joker based on the animated series and how
Yeah.
often Kevin Conroy, the legendary Kevin Conroy, voiced him, and Mark Hamill's Joker. They just when a performance is so iconic like that, it's really, really tough to compare to something like that, and you'll always kind of in the back of your head be like, well, I really wish I would have got that, but you just can't have it forever, and hopefully it's a better performance, and it gives us something to because we're gonna get it for 3 movies. I can't imagine they recast down the road. So it is what it is, and hopefully it's just a better take this time.
Well, you said you can't have it forever. Some people might say maybe Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy, the legends that they are, especially with those iconic voices. What if they were AI?
I
I don't
know.
know.
I knew it was coming, but yeah, I'm
I
not on that train yet.
I'm not either when it comes to that because I feel like knowing that it's AI, obviously rest in peace to Kevin Conroy, but knowing if it's AI in a new movie, I it would not have the same effect as obviously watching it knowing he voiced it in a booth.
Right. Not to get too far off the tracks here, but just to talk about using um likenesses like that with AI. Sure, it could replicate the sound exactly, but can it replicate the acting? And I don't think it can. It doesn't know where to, emphasize certain things and feel certain emotions. I don't
Yeah.
think it will. In fact, I know it won't. So that's probably my, one of my biggest reasons for being anti AI in regards to that.
No, I get it. Also, on an AI side note, experimenting with different AI voices, including my own, I've tried to do different emotions, and you can't, dude, like having different takes. It's almost like you might as well have a voice actor because it's gonna take the same amount it takes because you're waiting for it. Just say it, and then it loads up, and it finally loads up and does whatever it does in the app, and it still doesn't get it right. So it's not perfected as of right now for sure, but my experience with it, yeah, you're right. You don't get the same acting chops, and you definitely don't get the same exact emotions.
Yeah, it's going to come down to money, right? For the
Yeah.
studios. Do they save money by not paying a voice actor and having a computer do it?
Yeah, by the amount of generations they do, by that time, they're probably saving more money with the voice actors.
Well, we still don't have an official release date for Batman Nightfall. We know it comes out later this summer. Hopefully we get confirmation soon, and when we do, we will let you know. That's going to do it for today's show. But before we go, any final thoughts, Alvin?
Oh, you would never have thunk my final thought today because I got a good one today.
Mm.
A live action movie nobody's asking for. Not
Oh,
even
no.
people from not even kids from preschool or TK. And it's a live action Magic School Bus.
Oh, I did hear about this.
You know what? I love Elizabeth Banks, and supposedly she's playing Miss Fizzle. But a live action Magic School Bus, dude. That to me, Magic School Bus was all about. I've watched it when I was a kid, and now my little girl's watching it. It's always about the education aspect of it and the cartoon being fun. To make
Hmm.
that into a live action movie without the education aspect, and I'm gonna guess it's more about like comedy.
It's got to be real goofy.
Yeah, it's gonna be really goofy, obviously campy, and
Hmm.
nobody was asking for it. Whoever
No,
greenlit that project, I'm really surprised that we're gonna get a Magic School Bus live action film.
I'm guessing straight to streaming. Like, I can't imagine like a theatrical release for something like that.
But you know what? Not for nothing, I'm gonna watch it regardless.
Get prepared. Oh man. Well, what I got nothing. Like, all right. Some things aren't for everybody, and I'm completely okay with that. And so Magic School Bus, people that are excited for it, I am happy for that fandom today.
You know what's sad about Magic School Bus 2? Looking at Miss Fizzle, watching it now, she's younger than me now. That's
Mm, that's a hard realization.
yeah. And then they made a remake of Magic School Bus, or like a continuity of the original one, and then they made the next teacher, the one that got passed the torch to,
Uh-huh.
very attractive version of a teacher of Magic
This is
School Bus.
different from the Choo Choo Express on Disney, or not on Disney, on Sprout, right? This is
Yeah,
different.
yeah, this one's different. Yeah, yeah.
All
My daughter
right.
did not like this version of Magic School Bus, by the way. She still liked the old school version with Miss Fizzle.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, you can always catch topics like this at the end of Villainz Lair podcast every weekday, Monday through Friday. We drop a new episode for you to catch up on all your children's programming, superhero news, all the great things, everything you're into, all the fandoms. We do not discriminate against fandoms and the geek culture. So we thank you so much for stepping in the Villainz Lair today. So for Alvin, I've been Ryan. Again, thank you so much for stepping in the Villainz Lair, and we will see you on the next one.